Hey baby, daddy missed you. What is up YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous freaking day. And of course, you know what this short little video, it's just gonna be a short little video, is going to be about. And that is about good old Ghost. Ghost, man, been sitting for a while. Ghost has been sitting for a while. And I decided, let's get her back on the road. Let's get her back on the road. Let's figure out what's wrong with her, get her running, see if we have any major issues. Back in the day, when I was making videos after drag racing it, a lot of things ended up happening with this car. Let me pop the hood here. If you guys don't know about this car, this is a 98 Firebird Formula with 96,000 original miles on it, I think. I've had this car since 2001. I've had this car for a very, 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 very long time. I've been through thick and thin with this car, no joke. It's been a crazy life this car and I have had. It hasn't been inspected since 11 of 12, obviously. It's just been sitting. But years ago, I ended up going with a Golen engines, 370 cubic inch engine, a bread box intake, a Huron Speed single turbo system up front here with an 80 millimeter turbo, which I have sitting back here. I actually changed some things up on the turbo on it. Some haymaker heads from SPS cylinder heads. It's been a long time since I've even had this thing running. Back in the day, after drag racing it a few times, it made 1,000 horsepower. It made 1,030 horsepower on Keith's dyno. It made 972 torque at the wheels through a 6-speed with drag radios on the back, not these ZL1 wheels, or I'm sorry, ZR1 wheels. And these are original ZR1 wheels as well. I can't believe I'm actually uncovering this car, to be honest. I can't believe it. But Wolf Racecraft roll cage in it, or 6-point chromoly cage, that's been in there for years and years and years. Got stickers on the back here: Lunati, Faster Proms, Huron Speed, Golen engines, BMR suspension, stuff like that. What else? So back in the day, we had some issues with this thing. A rocker fell off this side, possibly washed down the cylinder walls on the other side of the engine. It's hard to say. I kind of parked it, forgot about it, and I neglected it, to be honest. I'll be honest with you guys, I neglected it. I covered it up because it was getting dusty, and the last time this thing sat, it sat for 6 years the last time it sat. It's been sitting a little over 2 years now, I think, at this point. And I'm at the point here where I think it's time to get it up and running, see what's going on with it, see if I need to yank the engine after it's run, see if there's anything going on with it, and see what happens. I've got a lot of parts sitting here, so I've got my intake. I got to put that back on. I'm actually missing a few pieces that I lost over the time period that I've had the car apart, checking things out. Silicone on there. I've got some fittings I got to replace here and stuff like that. The one thing I did change up is the hot side on the 80 millimeter Bog Warner turbo. It used to have a 132 hot side. Now it has a 110 hot side. So that's that guy there. That's going to be going back on with a smaller hot side. So basically what was happening was the car was stupid fast. And it is, by the way, guys, for you that don't know, it is a stick car. This is a 6-speed manual T56 car that I've built. I probably built a 6-speed in this thing 20 million times, to be honest. I've broken it so much. I've built it so many times, I've broken it so much. But it's lasting so far. So far it's lasting okay. So before, what was going on with this car was it was making great power, but the boost wasn't coming in. It was on 21 pounds of boost. The boost wasn't coming in until like 4,300 RPM. But the one major problem I had with the car was it was dangerously fun. It would ramp up so fast in horsepower between the 4,300 to 6,700 RPM range that it was practically uncontrollable on the street. And yes, I know when you're dealing with a 1,000 horsepower race car or a street race car, yes, it's going to be scary on the street. It's probably not really meant for the street, to be honest. But, you know, I like to have fun. I like to party. You know what I mean? I like to party, guys. But basically, that was one of the reasons why I went with a smaller hot side on the turbo, because I wanted to spool up a little quicker, maybe like 3,500, 3,300 maybe, and then ramp up from there. I think it would be a much more stable car at that point and more fun to drag race. I never really did any quick times down at the drag strip, to be honest. It did more like mid 10s at 140 miles an hour, and obviously, you know, with the 1.560 foot, it was coming in a boost late, and obviously it's a stick car, so I'm not trying to make excuses or anything, but stick cars are harder to race, you know what I mean? They just are compared to automatics. People that race automatics, what do they got to do? Sit there, press on the gas, and hold on to the steering wheel. It's pretty much it. Stick cars, a little bit different. You know, obviously look at Cletus McFarland with Leroy. That's a stick car, and that thing rips like a tater chip, and he drives that thing like it owes him money, which is freaking amazing. And hopefully one day I'll be able to do the same thing with this car as well, down at the racetrack and stuff. But the main purpose of this video, obviously, is to tell you guys, yes, Ghost is going to be running here shortly. I was tossing around the idea of getting it running and fixing whatever stuff I need to fix, like if I need to pull the heads off and get the heads redone or do the head gaskets or whatever the case may be, kind of get that done, and maybe, but very doubtful, make it to LS Fest down in Kentucky, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's kind of one of those things I was hoping to maybe happen, but I really don't think it's going to happen. But hey, you know what? Things might turn out. I don't know. It might happen. I don't know. But yeah, it should be interesting, guys. Should be interesting. But there is a lot of little things that need to be changed on this setup. Obviously, as you guys can tell, I was making 1,000 horsepower with 6 AN fuel line here, right there. 6 AN supply, 6 AN return fuel line system. It was a chintzy fuel system, something that I slapped together from spare parts. Dual 450 E85 compatible, all the time running fuel pumps in the back, and I did do the trapdoor mod, unfortunately. And of course, we have our set of HPI high performance injectors, and these are the 120s I had before. So these are 120 cc or 120 pounder 1200 cc injectors. In the very beginning, when the car was making 1,000 horsepower and was on E85, I was running the 210 Bosch injectors, and they were junk. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't very happy with them. It made the power, but they were hard to control, and you couldn't cut down the milliseconds enough in order to you know, get it to lean out at idle. It was kind of a pain in the ass. And yes, I know what you guys are all thinking. Andy, you should have put a Holley Dominator on there, or Holley this and Holley that, and da-da-da-da. No, this is just an 0411 ECU with a 99 converted ECU harness. Is all it is, guys. Nothing crazy going on here. This is a basic build that anybody could build on the cheaper end of things, you know what I mean, and make some serious horsepower. Obviously, you guys know the 6.0 iron blocks can take some crazy horsepower without going ka-pa-pang and blowing the hell up. I see I need a serpentine belt too. That must have got lost in translation somewhere as well. But the one big thing, obviously, is that yes, it does need a fuel system. I don't know what I'm gonna do about a fuel system. I would love to do, obviously keep the dual in-tank pumps in there, but I would need bigger line. I'm thinking maybe 8 AN all the way up, 8 AN all the way back, with a much better regulator. I'm just running this used Aeromotive regulator that I've had sitting around for years and years, and finally I found some use for it, obviously, on my car. I mean, regardless, with this chintzy setup, you know, with the chintzy fuel system set up in this car, it still made over 1,000 horsepower continuously. It didn't make 1,000 horsepower once or twice or 3 times. It was making 1,000 horsepower multiple times on Keith's dyno, as you've seen in those previous dyno pulls before. or at least heard. You might not see the dollar numbers, but at least heard. But yeah, she's been a good girl. Let's go see what Zach has to say about it, because you know Zach always has something to say about something. Zach, you ready for Ghost to come alive?
I can't wait. I cannot wait to drag race you
and lose.
Just like
really.
And you're gonna get so jealous. You're gonna sell it and buy one of the new 2022 Acura Integras.
I highly doubt I'm gonna buy an Acura Integra at anything.
Guys, I'm gonna make you sell it. What can I say?
Really? That's not gonna happen. Sorry.
I need a 4-cylinder in my life. Maybe I'll case swap it, guys.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Case swap. Actually, the one dude, what's his name? Boss Hoss or whatever.
The Catfish Camaro.
Yeah, the Catfish Camaro. He case swapped his. I gotta check up on his videos here lately and see how he's actually been doing on those videos. Boss Hoss Garage or something. Yeah, I should check up on his videos.
You put a K24, I think it was.
With a turbo. With a turbo. And a Catfish Camaro. It looks pretty sick. I haven't, like I said, I haven't watched his. What's that?
The engine's vertical.
Yeah. Well, no kidding, for real.
Yeah, instead of like horizontal like Honda engines normally sit.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, we're done talking to you.
Okay, have fun.
Oh, on a side note, guys. On a side note, I know a lot of you guys are asking about it. On a side note, yes, the Duramax is still doing good. It drives nice. Yes, I know my tires are cupped and I need tires. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get some wheels and tires for this thing, but it might happen sooner than later. I don't know. As long as I have tires on it before the winter, I'll be happy. Even on these 16-inch wheels, maybe. I don't even care. But there you go, guys. That is the update on Ghost. I hope, and like I said, comment below, let me know if you guys are excited to see this thing back on the road as much as I am. It's going to take a little bit of work. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be put together, cleaned up, obviously. I also need a brake booster hose. I don't know where that thing went off to. And I'm also thinking about taking out the ABS because it's non-functioning anyways, and just do like an ABS block delete or something in there, which is easy to do. I'm thinking about doing that as well. But still need to gather up a few little parts that I still need, just minuscule stuff, clamps and hoses and junk like that to put this thing back together. But there you go. Close the hood, make sure nothing gets in the heads and damages anything more than it already is. Hopefully not. But yeah, she is a beaut. She definitely needs a bath. She's definitely been getting dirty. That's why I had her cover up for so long, because I was getting sick of the dust going on and stuff. But there you go, guys. Comment below. Let me know how you feel about seeing Ghost back on the road again. I hope you guys feel as happy as I do. Other than that, guys, just a nice little video on the update on that car. And if you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing, and deuces, guys.